Hey, you, what's happening at work? What's keeping you up at night? What's causing you frustration or depleting your wellness at work? Talk to me and with me. This is Joyce Odidison, your host with the What's Happening at Work show, where we create solutions to work, live, and play well. Join me now for next episode. Hello. So I'm so excited to talk to you today because this is something that comes up over and over again. And sometimes it's almost like we don't have a platform for it. A lot of times what's happening at work today is actually what's happening in our life that's affecting what's happening at work. And all of us have multidimensional aspects to our life. Our lives are complex. There is no simple life. So today I want to explore some of the things that could be happening in our lives that's affecting our work. So here I am. My mother is in the nursing home and I'm taking care of her. And that takes up a lot of time and energy, going back and forth to the nursing home, checking on her, checking in with the nurses, making sure they're doing their job. Actually, sometimes that's unfortunately, they don't get things right until it's too late or too much harm is done. And it's just part of the reality. And sometimes I'm working and I have to keep that voice at the back of my head. Okay, I need to get there. I have to get there at a certain time, because she might get too tired. And when I go, she might be sleeping, or I need to get there at a time when she still fairly have a bit of energy earlier in the day and can interact. And you have to calculate all of those things. And I can imagine those of you who are probably in a similar situation. I had someone actually booked a meeting in my calendar, and then she didn't show up. And then she sent me a note. I'm so sorry. My dad is in the nursing home and I'm taking care of him. And I've been on the phone with the nurses. And I'm like, I just smiled. I was like, yep, I can relate. I can absolutely relate. So those of you who are going through similar things, you have parents, you're probably in a sandwich situation where you have children at home and have elderly parents you're taking care of. And those things can add to the stress on your mind mentally. They can add to your distraction. They can take mental energy. And one of the things we talk about in workplace wellness is being able to manage your energy, because we have a certain amount of energy, and when it's gone, it's gone. When it's used up, it's gone. You have no life left, no breath. That's energy. And so we need to conserve our energy and use the time and energy we have wisely. But when we have too many things weighing on us in our personal lives, then that takes up energy that prevents us from being able to interact and to connect with others, or be as productive as we need to, because we're distracted. We just don't have the strength or the energy to do the things we want to do in a very efficient way, or in a timely way, or in a manner that's going to have the most positive impact. And so sometimes we end up being rude, being dismissive, not connecting, not having, there's so many things that can happen at work when our lives take over, when there are things in our lives that's happening that affects work. And as a leader, you have to remember, if you have an employee who is off their game, this person is usually doing things and usually on the ball, and then you notice something and it's out of sync, it's really good to check in with them. What's going on? What's happening for you? I noticed this. And just give them that time of day, especially in a time like now with COVID-19, and people are trying to parent and teach because kids are home part of the time. I cannot even fathom what that would be like, because my children are adults. I I worry about that. I was like, trying to work, trying to go to meetings, trying to, meet your agenda, and then having a child who needs help, can't understand the assignment, need help working through the problem, need supervision, need encouragement to read, to do the assignments. It's a dance, right? Or they want to play a game because they're home and their brain tells them, I'm home. I shouldn't be doing schoolwork at home. I should just do an hour, and then the rest of the day I should play the video games or watch TV or go on, with my friends or on social media. And all these things go on in our lives that can affect work. So a couple of things to think about if you are in a situation where something is affecting work is to write it down. Journaling is such a powerful tool and we don't use it enough. Journal it. Just write it down, flush it out, get it out of your head, and give yourself some time to relax. Because just the process of hand to pen and writing it out and saying, wow, this is happening for me, right? I feel frustrated. I feel hurt. I feel anxious, right? Write those down, face them, ask yourself, how does that feel? What am I doing with that emotion? I feel distracted. What exactly is distracting me? How is it affecting my work, my concentration, my ability to deliver? Can I take some time off? Is it possible to take some time off work? Is it possible to rest? Is it possible to not do this project or not do this work or to move past this or turn something off or maybe move a deadline? Those are things that you can negotiate with your boss. And if you're a leader and your employees are calling or asking you to extend the deadline or asking you if they can do something later, please be considerate. Please, please, please think about their well-being, because wellness is so important and it's so fragile, right? Our wellness is dynamic. Someone could be completely well today and be unwell tomorrow. We have to respect our bodies and all the intricacies of our bodies. We have to respect that and know that it's very, very important for us to pay attention, for us to just do the things we need to do and monitor our energy. Because when you start losing vital energy, it's a sign. It's a sign that you need to do things differently. You need to stop what you're doing, do something else, or give yourself the time. Sometimes we don't take time just off to be. And I know for me, with my mom being sick and running back and forth into the nursing home and trying to run the Global Workplace Wellness Summit, I am overseeing the development of the website, the team, our marketplace, all the different things. So I know I have to take my Sabbath rest. When Sabbath comes, by the time midday Friday, I am done. I take all the rest of Friday off, half day Friday, all day Saturday. It's just my downtime to unwind, relax, and just let my mind rest and, drink water. Sometimes I fast, I journal, I meditate, I write, just doing healthy, healing things. And that is so important. I seldom have conversations then. But once in a while I do, but I'm very choosy who I speak to on my Sabbath. It's so important because this is the time for reverence, for healing. That's the time I connect with my God and say, look, I need a renewal. You created heaven and earth in 6 days. And the 7th day you rested. Now I'm bringing my body. I need a recreation for me to survive the next 7 days. So recreate me, please. So that's what I do on Sabbath. I'm just sharing with you like my strategy. I go to God. I said, look, you created heaven and earth in 6 days. I've worked 6 hard days. Please recreate my body, my cells, my mind, my energy, so that I can start fresh and have 6 full days coming next week. And when I don't do that, something happens. I don't get the energy. And so I've learned a long time ago that that's part of my life. And that is how I renew my energy, renew my strength, and just get that rebirth. I'm like, I feel like I get recreated every seventh day so that I can go on another 6 days. Because I don't know about you, but I know it takes a lot of energy to be me and to do my work. And sometimes when you feel that energy going, waning, you need to pay attention. And I pay very, very close attention to my energy. There are times that I look at what I eat. There are certain foods, when I eat them, they take away from my energy. They make me weaker. They do. So I cut them out. I don't make them part of my diet. And if I forget once in a while and I have them and I was like, oh, remember, memory. Yep. Not to put that, stay away from that. So those foods rarely ever get into my diet. And if they do, it's like fleeting. They don't stay. So one of the things that I'm pretty much vegan in my diet, and I do try to do some eggs from time to time, but I don't like eggs. So I try to find other ways. I've had to cut out nuts, which is another high source of protein. And I've always been looking at more interesting and curious ways to nourish my body. Making sure you have the right amount of protein is crucial for your energy and your concentration if you are going through a very stressful time in your life and you're looking for ways to rejuvenate, to recreate your energy so you can function better at work. Because no matter where you are in your life or what stage, there are times that you're going to have things in your life that's going to affect work, and you need to use the resources you have, like your energy, your food, your diet, and all of these things to help you to stay well so you can focus on work and not have those things impact your energy and take away from your ability to work. Because let's face it, we all have to work and we all want to do a good job. So if we can remove some of those things, or if we can hack, right? Some of those hack, we can do energy hack. So one of the things I'm doing now, I'm using the chlorella. I got the chlorella pills and I put them in water. I use them in reverse osmosis water. I put them in. I have a nice glass jug in my fridge and it turns green, right? You get all of that green in your body, and it's like a green drink without all the other stuff. So I use that, and in the morning when I wake up, it dissolves and it's all green, and I just shake it up, pour some in some water, add a bit squish a lemon in there, and I have a nice healthy drink. That's another thing I do to really feed my cells the energy that it needs. There are so many hacks that we can use, but today I want to share this one. So look at that. It's very, very important for us to look at those ways to boost our energy when things are happening out in our life that's impacting our concentration and taking our energy. We still have to work. I mean, your employer can help you to some extent. They can help you to push deadlines back. They can extend deadlines for some time, but this can't go on permanently. And for instance, for my mom's been in the nursing home she was diagnosed in November 2019, and she went through this past year sick, and here we were with COVID-19 and everything else that's happening, and then she's in the nursing home all of the summer. So it's taking a lot of time and energy. It's an extended period of time. There are things that I have to do and I need to be good at and efficient. So you can't put off what you need to do indefinitely when you have something else that heavy going on in your life. You need to find ways to boost your energy. You need to find ways to clarify, create more clarity, help yourself to be able to think clearer. So things like rest, just finding a day to take that time off and unwind. And then also watching what you eat and your water level. I got myself a huge water bottle and it has lines and it shows how much cups of water I drink at each times of the day. So it helps me, because before I'm too distracted now. I've got too much on my mind to think, oh, how much water did I drink? I need something. When I look, it can clearly show me, oh, it's 2 p.m., Joyce, and you haven't gotten your quantity of water for the day. Drink this much to be here at 3 p.m. I just put it in my head and I guzzle. You need to remove some of the things that you have to do so you can focus on what's necessary when you have those things happening in your life. So what are you facing today? What do you need some hacks for? What do you need to shift? How do you need to conserve your energy, feed your cells, feed your mind, feed your body, get a massage, acupuncture, any of those things can really help you to rejuvenate so you can actually manage life and work, because it's a reality. All of us are going to have to face those times in our lives. What do you need to do now to help you face that? Joyce Odidison here. I am so glad you tune in. Tell me, leave a message. What are you challenged with? What do you need to face right now that you need a hack? You need a problem, or you're facing a challenging situation and you need a solution to that problem that will help you to have the energy you need to really face life. Leave a note in the show notes and we'll talk more about it. I'll leave a comment. Take care and be well. Bye now. You've been listening to What's Happening at Work. This is Joyce Odidison, your host, and I want to thank you for being with us. Thank our guests and our sponsors, Interpersonal Wellness Services, Inc., the Global Workplace Wellness Summit, and of course, the Wellness Competency Mindset Movement. And if you want to hear from us, learn more, or get more episodes, join us at interpersonalwellness.com, where we help you to work, live, and play well. Bye now, and we'll see you for another episode.